on the journey to wherever you're trying to go, you're gonna have way more lows than you have highs. And on days like today, where I really didn't feel like doing too much, especially like my physical like workouts and stuff like that, I was just like in a weird headspace, in a weird headspace. I'm just coming off a holiday, getting back into work, overwhelmed with all the things to catch up on, and I didn't feel like it. It was one of those days, it's a low day. The team was just off today. But on days like today, I remind myself that the ways that I show up today dictate how my future is gonna look. My actions on days like today, when I don't feel like doing it, dictate how my future is gonna look. Because again, on this game of life, this game of business, you're going to have way more lows than you have highs. All of my mentors tell me this. When I was first starting out, they said, Casey, play the game in decades. I'm just gonna walk this way. It's like 8 o'clock. I'm getting my steps in right now. But my mentors used to tell me, Casey, play the game in decades. Your first 10 years of this business game is just paying your dues. I'm only, honestly, in year three of just paying my dues, right? It wasn't about, hey, these first 10 years, you're gonna be uber successful by year 10. They all told me the first 10 years is just paying your dues. And they said it, and so, they didn't all say it the same way, but in some shape or form. And so for me, somebody that's playing this game in decades, understanding then how many highs I'm gonna have in these 10 years versus how many lows I'm gonna have in these 10 years. We all know that saying in business, you only need one win to win, right? And I'm not saying I've only had one high over these past 3 years. I have had lots of highs, but you have way more lows than you have highs. And so on days like this, and more so on days when I'm feeling high, I try to plan for the days when I'm gonna be feeling low, right? So November was a pretty good month. And what I was reflecting on a lot on those days I was feeling great were, hey, what are the systems I need in place for the days when I feel low? Because those are inevitable and those are greater than the times where I'm feeling super, super high. So anyways, I was about to give up on my goal already of posting to YouTube and getting familiar with this platform that I really haven't ever been consistent on. And I was also about to miss out on my walking goal. But we're gonna kill two birds and one stone today. We're gonna kill two birds with one stone today and actually do the things that we said we're gonna do, even though we don't feel like it. Not only even though we don't feel like it, but especially because we don't feel like it. And so this is a reminder to myself, but this is also a reminder to whoever needs this, that on this journey that you're on, first of all, play it in decades. Whatever journey you're on, the game of life, the game of business, don't play it in days, don't play it in weeks, don't play it in months, play it in decades. Commit to something that you can do for the next 10 years and that you want to do for the next 10 years. Play the game in decades. And then understand on that game, on that decade-long journey, that you're gonna have way more lows than you have highs. And so optimize your systems, your brain, your makeup, all to execute. And execute as best as you can, especially on the days when you're low. With that, I'll see you guys tomorrow.